Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to introduce to you one of my little black cat friend. I just picked him up there, so I'm going to give this to my little son of mine named Kokayubin. Just right there for a moment. This afternoon, my friend, you guys, I'm gonna share to you some secret of mine. It is no longer a secret because I'm gonna share it to you now. When pandemic came, people are so busy in planting, but the very problem that they have is they do not have the proper soil, to be used. So there were plants that are so expensive. They call it rare plants. There is plants that are so you can see it anywhere. But the problem is I was able to answer it. It becomes a wealth in my part because they were asking me, how do I produce my organic soil? So today I am going to introduce to you a kind of secret, but it's not a secret anymore because I'm gonna share it to you. Actually, in doing my organic soil, I got a friend, two alien friend. Can you believe it's an alien friend? I am going to share it to you. Oh, before I'm gonna tell you my alien friend, the composition of my organic soil is I used rice hull. I never use this brand new rice hull because it is not good. So if you are to use that, eventually your plants will die because of the chemical content that the rice hull has. So what I'm gonna share to you is the kind of rice hull that is being stuck for a number of years. It means number of years. It becomes black already, so there's no content in it of any chemical. And I also use, of course, soil. Part of that. I use 40 to 50% of the soil. I also use groundwood, or we call it sirin. During the time of my sister, she has this company that produces coco peat, and it is also very good. But you cannot use coco peat immediately because it is a high component of acidity. And even this coconut plant, if you are to put the coco peat immediately, eventually will die too. So I use those groundwood, not exactly as coco peat, but groundwood. I used it and I picked up in Bansu place. Remember, you can pick groundwood where people are chopping some, selling some lumber. But I never used new groundwood because it will also kill your plants. So a lot of times I use this for a number of years. I always count on years, how many years this groundwood being stuck already. So I'm not showing you. This is the kind of groundwood that I have right here. It's already black. And excuse me, this my. So these were the components that I have: soil, a rice hull, groundwood, and some other stuff. I can put it, I can mix it up together. But the very secret is I'm gonna share it to alien friend, right? Excuse me, little one. So, are you not excited? Are you familiar of these things right here? You see? Do you like one of my friend here? Right here? Do you like this friend of mine? Ooh. This friend of mine, I got 1,000 of this in my bucket. Alright? I'm sure you don't like this, but I call this guy my little friend in organic soil. I got tons of it. You can pick. If you like to eat it in India, we said it's very yummy, but I never tried it. But I use this alien friend of mine to produce my organic soil, right? You see, so many, my friend right here. It is in my hand. If you want to buy it, I can sell it to you for 200 per kilo. And I also used this one right here. Are you familiar with Vermi? African night crawler. I wanna give you some sample right here. This one, right here. This kind of African night crawler. I got tons of it. I produce it in a bin. You know, I got this one right here. We call it African night crawler. So if you're going to ask me what's the use of that African night crawler, you know what? In Africa, it's a native. They call it native worm in Africa, but we have it here in the Philippines already because they love to live in warm. At the same time, the cold is very tolerable. So I use this African night crawler, crawler for my vermicast. So all this kind of stuff, I put it in my organic soil. A lot of my customers ask, Dariel, what kind of stuff do you have in your organic soil? Is it something that, my friend, I'm telling you now that I use the vermicast, tae or shit sa ako ang gitawag na African night crawler. I put it, my composition of that in my soil with the vermicast. I put it 40 to 50%. Why you were asking why 40 to 50? Because you know I use it manually, so I just estimate it. And also this one, this alien friend of mine, you know, the use of that is those, if I am only stocking those groundwood for a number of years, I put it together, I put this one right here, and they will continue eating and eating and eating, and they will shit those. It just mix it up the moment it reaches up to years. When you look at the soil, look at that. It is, you can never tell that this is the groundwood, the result of groundwood. You can never tell. This is good already in your garden. So I am very happy with these two friends of mine. Once again, this one, the okaok, we have it here. I don't know, beetle, it comes beetle, but in India they were eating it, but here now I don't like it. But it helps me a lot. I'm happy to keep them in my hand because it helps me. Can you imagine, my friend? A lot of times I'm sharing you about farming because I am told that farming is the backbone of our country. Without those people who will plant, who will produce fruit, even those people who are rich, you know, they cannot eat. It is from our noble hand we produce fruits. So we actually need to have this, what we call nutrients in our soil, because that's the way we can produce organic food. Where a lot of people actually use this, what we call synthetic chemicals. Sometimes I'm using it, but if I am eating, it's only for my table. I have to use it and organic stuff. So I am very grateful with this friend of mine. I call it okaok and the African night crawler. If you like to have it, you know, I can send some to you for free. You just have to pay the shipping. Here in the Philippines, it's okay. I am sharing it to those people who are actually, you know, wanting to raise this. It's very easy. You just have to produce a bean for them, and then, friend, I just would like to remind you that this African night crawler is not actually. You do not like to. They do not like to have this kind of vinegar soup in your, you know, but they do not like those tomatoes, those acidic stuff. But they love to eat banana peel, and all those stuff that you have left, your leftover in the kitchen. You just have to put it there, and it will help you a lot in producing organic soil. So my organic soil helps me a lot. In a month, it helps me in my economic endeavor, pandemic, there's so many companies that are being closed, a lot of people are hungry. But honestly, I'm proud to tell you, because of this friend of mine, I survive, I live, and I got this happy family of mine. And I am happy with that kind of word, assuring you that I am happy with what I'm doing with this kind of friend of mine, this one beside me. Thank you very much. And if you like the video, share to your friend. This is very important. And then to remind you, even you do have a very expensive and rare plants, if you do not have the first quality, the good soil, I tell you, it won't grow up. It won't give a beautiful flower. It won't give beautiful leaves. You will end up discouraged of your plants. So my friend, if you like the video, share it to your friend, and please subscribe if you have the heart to do it. And thank you very much. Peace.